Hey everybody. I know that it is extremely late, but I could not let the day pass without coming on and doing the third principle for Kwanzaa. Okay, can't let the Kwanzaa pass by. Hopefully you all had a good day today. Today is the third day of the 7 days that we celebrate Kwanzaa, and each day we have a principle. So the third principle is UJIMA or UJIMA. Okay, it's spelled UJIMA, and UJIMA basically means collective work and responsibility. So as I said, I cannot let the day go by without going through the principle as I have done for the past 2 evenings. So today, the third principle of the Nuguza Saba, and Nuguza Saba means the 7 principles. All right. Ujima means collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and make our sisters and brothers' problems our problems, to solve them together. Now, one of the things that I learned is, hey Kwanzaa, thank you. One of the things that I learned, not necessarily through Kwanzaa, but I always say, how are these principles showing up in my life? So collective work and responsibility. I had a conversation with someone today, and we were talking about role models, and they were basically saying that they do not feel that they are a role model, or that they should be looked at as a role model, because that's too much pressure. And it was really amazing to me, because I said, whether or not you want to be a role model or not, you are. That's like Lil Wayne walking around, his big thing is, I'm not a role model, I'm just out here doing me. You're a part of a collective. You're an African-American male living in, the United States. I personally believe that we have an obligation to each other. I am my brother's and sister's keeper. That's just me. With that being said, today I had an opportunity to do some more filming for the Flavor TV show, and really excited about it. And I brought on some people today, and we were talking about that on the show, just talking about how we are obligated to make sure that we stand for each other and with each other, and take care of each other. And it's amazing how many people feel like, I came into this world by myself, I'm gonna leave by myself. And yes, that is true. But what are you doing while you're here? That's really the biggest question. What type of collective work are you doing? So today I asked myself that, and I can see my collective work and my responsibility. I have a crew that does my makeup, Verando Marshall. You will always see Verando Marshall. He will be the person who I spend my money with consistently, okay? That is collective work and responsibility, that I make sure that he's always my first call. That when I spend money with him first. That is collective work, and that's also responsibility to each other, right? Also, my director is an African-American male by the name of Andre Johnson. Amazing young man, okay? Does amazing things. He will continue to be the person who I work with. That is collective work, and that is responsibility. There are people who I'm bringing on my show who I have a responsibility to, and an obligation to make sure that people know about their business, their services, so on and so forth. So collective work and responsibility. Ujima. What are you doing in your life, or how does Ujima, collective work and responsibility, show up in your life? Or how do you want it to show up in your life? Who are you collectively, consistently working with, and who do you have a responsibility to? I truly believe that I have a responsibility to my community. I truly believe that I have a responsibility to the people who are in my community, who are striving to make sure that our community is better for not only ourselves, but also to our children. So anyway, like I said, it's the third principle. I could not let the day go by, and I know it's late, but I could not let it go by without coming on and just being consistent and talking to you all about Kwanzaa. I'm so excited about Kwanzaa being here, and I like to ask myself those questions as far as how is Kwanzaa showing up in my life? How am I practicing those principles? So, like I said, today is the third day of Kwanzaa, which is UJIMA or UJIMA. And UJIMA means collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and make our sisters and brothers' problems our problems and to solve them together. Every time you all see me look off, that's me looking at my wall, because all year round I have those principles up on my wall as a constant reminder for myself, okay, before I leave out the door every day. Put those principles into place as I'm dealing with my community. So anyway, hopefully you all had an amazing day. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Tomorrow will be the fourth day of Kwanzaa, which is UJIMA. And UJIMA means cooperative economics. Who you spending your bread with? All right, y'all. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. And don't forget, please subscribe to my show, my YouTube channel called Flavor TV Show. We're going to be dropping shows every Wednesday starting in the first week of January. So it's going to be amazing. I've been doing some shooting, and I'm just really excited to share that. And if you all don't know who the guests are, you can find out and be the first to know by subscribing to my page. That is the only way that you will know who my guests are who are appearing on the show. You have to subscribe to the YouTube page. So just click the link, and once you click it, sign up for your YouTube page. It only takes 60 seconds, you all. And make sure that you follow us also on our Facebook page. It is called Flavor TV Show. All right, y'all. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Same time, same place. Peace, y'all. Have a good evening.